Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to discuss mathematics, relative speed. We are told in this number 21 that a matatu left Nairobi at 7 a.m. for Kisumu at an average speed of 75 kilometers per hour. A car also left Nairobi 40 minutes later for Kisumu along the same route at an average speed of 105 kilometers per hour. Determine, part 1, the time when the car caught up with the matatu. Remember to subscribe to our channel and to share the link with friends. So we have two places here. We have Nairobi and we have Kisumu. Then a matatu is leaving Nairobi at 7 a.m. Then 40 minutes later, a car is also leaving Nairobi. That means 40 minutes later, the matatu had narrowed some distance towards Kisumu. Therefore, we will say the distance which had been covered can be given by speed times time. The speed of the matatu, 75. Traveling for 40 minutes, we can convert them to hours by dividing by 60. This is going to give us 75 by 40 over 60, exactly 50 kilometers. Therefore, the matatu was already 50 kilometers away. This is by 7:40. By 7:40 a.m. the matatu had already covered 50 kilometers. Now, by 7:40, there is a relative distance of 50 kilometers. Relative distance is the distance between the two vehicles at any given time. And now, the relative speed for them is going to be the difference in their speeds. When we take 105 minus 75, we are getting a relative speed of 30 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers per hour. So we can calculate relative time, the time that will be taken to cover this relative distance. So it will be the relative distance out of the relative speed. And this is going to give us 1 hour and 2/3. 1 2/3 of an hour. This is the equivalence of 1 hour 40 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes. Now, if they would take 1 hour 40 minutes to catch up, then it means from 7:40 we are adding 1 hour 40 minutes. This gives us 80 minutes. So we write 20 minutes, we carry 1 hour, this becomes 9. Therefore, at 9:20 a.m., this is when the car caught up with the matatu. That is when the car caught up with the matatu. The next question is asking us the distance from Nairobi when the car caught up with the matatu. The distance from Nairobi, we can consider the time taken to catch up. That is 1 hour and 2/3 multiplied by the speed of the car, which is 105. And this will give us exactly 175 kilometers. The distance from Nairobi to where they are catching up. Alternatively, we can consider the other vehicle. This is after considering the car. We can consider the matatu. When we consider the mat, it's being caught after 1 hour and 2/3, and it's at a speed of 75. Therefore, it will have covered a distance of 125 kilometers, and it had already covered 50. It had already covered 50. Therefore, we will say 125 plus 50 kilometers equals to 175 kilometers from Nairobi. So that is an alternative approach. we are given another question here. A truck left Kisumu for Nairobi at 7:15 at an average speed of 60. An average speed of 60. If the truck met with the matatu at the same time as the car, find the time when the truck arrived in Nairobi. Therefore, for this truck, let me just illustrate that we have from Nairobi, this is Nairobi, this is Kisumu. Then we are saying at the time, this is 9:20 a.m. when the car is catching up with the matatu. This is the car and the matatu. Now we have the truck now. We have the truck from the other side, from Kisumu towards Nairobi. And this is at 9:20. Therefore, remember, from Nairobi to where they are catching up, it's 175 kilometers. We write the 5 well. It's 175. Up to this point, it's 175 kilometers. Therefore, we will say now, because we want the time when the truck will arrive at Nairobi, it is already at 9:20. The truck is having a speed of 60 and it has 175 kilometers to cover. Therefore, we will talk of the time to be covered as distance out of speed. 175 out of a speed of 60. So 175 over speed of 60. This gives us 2 hours and 11 over 12, which is 2 hours, and when we convert 11 over 12 by multiplying it with 60, I'm getting 55 minutes. So 2 hours and 55 minutes will be taken by the truck to arrive at Nairobi, or rather to cover the distance of 175. Therefore, the arrival time now is going to be given us from 9:20 a.m. we had 2 hours 55 minutes. So this is going to be 75. So we write 15 minutes and we carry 1 hour. This is going to be 12. So 15 minutes past noon. 12:15 p.m. the same day is when the truck is going to arrive at Nairobi.